Alrighty guys, I'm going to record this video guide to show you how to use this NSN Suprasport II template properly. Actually, hang on, this is the wrong version. This is the... I have two versions of this template. One that I use personally that is not available to the public, and a version that is publicly available. The version I use is slightly more detailed than the public one, just so like it can be used for more elaborate things. Just to put it simply. But yeah, this is NSN Suprasport II. I designed it to be fair use and easy to use. It's pretty comparable to the dilute template that Thomas uses, but it's got some subtle differences to it. Or at least subtle in a sense of a commoner, I guess. It's I don't know. Yeah, commoner. Yeah, it's a little more simple, I guess. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so I'm going to model the Tucson Roadrunners here for you to see. I do got to get some logos, though. Hang on. What I like to use a lot is sportslogos.net. It's the best resource for getting most of your logos online. The Tucson Roadrunners use this logo and another one. They use this one on their shoulders. You can see it here. Tucson Roadrunners. You can see that on the left shoulder, you can see the State of Arizona outline logo right there with a white outline. We don't need to replicate that when we make this. And the Phoenix Coyotes logo, or the Arizona Coyotes logo, on the other shoulder. So, got those opened up here. We will download these real quick. Save them, or whatever you want to call it. Hang on, actually, I could probably see if there's a better version. There might be a better one than what I'm using here. Just want to make sure. Okay. No, we'll have to add an outline. Okay. Yeah, I grabbed this logo from sportslogos.net as well, and it will need some modification to match the jersey. Because you can see here, on the red it looks like this, and on the white it looks like this. But I think I'll just make the red for this video, just not to waste your time. Actually, I'll make the white. I think the white will be easier. Yeah, I'll make the white. Okay. Hang on. Grab the tools here, because I'm using my secondary monitor to record this. I'm going to delete that first. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to do this as well. Just going to remove the background to the best of our ability. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try and look for little spots where color is getting through. Okay. Here we are. Alright, so to get the colors we properly want, I use this website called truecolor.net. You can get the colors for just about any team you can think of. With a few exceptions. Right here we can go to the AHL. And if it loads here, we will find that Tucson's here somewhere. I'm losing track of my shit here. All right, you can see Tucson's colors are these. It's got the brick red of the Arizona Coyotes, the black, which is 010101, and the copper and the desert sand and the white. So we want this. Just copy the hex code, and if you're using paint.net, you can just post it right into this right here, and you can add to your palette. Put it anywhere. Just keep it organized to the best of your ability. I want to keep that shade of red there. This is actually a shade of red that's commonly used for a lot of hockey jerseys. Just didn't even realize it. Like the Red Wings use it, the Blackhawks use it, the Kraken actually use it as their accent color, the Vegas Golden Knights use it as well. It's like all the teams that use a light shade of red use that shade of red probably. Actually, it's interesting how that works. Okay, so we got the colors loaded in here. Take this. What I did is I shift clicked the blue here, the blue background. I have it on the template layer here. Because the way it's set up, this will also light up, which was kind of intentional, but it's whatever. It doesn't really affect the jersey itself. You press backspace, and that's how you can quickly change the color of the jersey. So now, let's go to the striping layer. We're going to remove this because this is generic striping that you probably don't want to use. You don't want to have your jersey look the same as every other person's. That's not good. We can delete these too. We don't need that. I just remembered I'm making a white version. So hang on, let me change this real quick. Adjust the tolerance a little. Get it right. Okay. So got that. I'm gonna color this real quick too. We're gonna make this a shade of burgundy red that they got. Brick red, actually. Correct myself there. You can see that their collar is all black with a copper insert. So we'll make the collar insert here copper. And we'll make all three of these collar layers black. Okay. Well, let's delete the logo here because we don't need that. Okay, and we'll also, because I think, if I remember correctly, they do not have laces. So what we will do, in that case, we'll follow this command here, and we'll, or set direction there, I guess you could call it. We'll delete these two layers, the collar lines layer and the laces layer, because we will not need that for this. Also, hang on, I just noticed something. We want to make sure you get that part colored as well, the back part of the collar. There we go. Okay, so now let's do the striping. Usually I try to eyeball it. If we're doing a recreation, I try and eyeball it, but usually when you're doing it, you want to try and do it in intervals of like odd numbers or even numbers. As in, like, if you're gonna do 7 as one of yours, you're gonna make it. You want to have your other stripes be either 5, 3, 11, 15, 13. You know, you get the point. That's what you want to do. It's because of Roblox's image compression. It causes problems. It blurs striping. You want to try and have it be about 5 pixels off for a lot of stripes, unless it's higher or lower, depending on what it is. I try to do like 5, 6, or 7, though. I think in this case, we'll stick with 5. Looks like the other stripe, we can make that one a little thinner. So let's try 3 first. Let's see how that looks. And as you can see, that's probably about what it is. It's probably about that kind of ratio, I believe. I think for this next stripe, we'll want to make it 9. Hang on, I messed that one up. I want to make sure it covers the whole span of the template. This is the slow way of doing it, by the way. You could copy this up and like paste it up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it simple here. You can learn that, how to make it quicker yourself. Alright, there we go. That's our basic striping right there. What we want to do then is copy that, get a little slice of that, cut it, paste the slice back. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to put that striping on the arms, because that's what it is on the arms as well for this particular jersey. We're going to also do this too. We're going to try to keep it on an odd number of spacing here from the bottom of the jersey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 29. Let's keep it at 29 for this one. Okay. I'm going to take this, drag it over, so it covers the whole arm length of the jersey. You might want to, actually, let's move this down a little bit. I think it's a little too high. A lot of jersey making is making small adjustments and making sure everything's fine-tuned so it looks accurate and generally looks appealing. Okay, so we're going to take this too. Cut that. Go to the logos layer. Paste it in. We're going to scale it down while holding the shift key. When you hold the shift key, it keeps it square, so it doesn't, you don't get weird warping and shit like that when it scales down. Move it just into place. Also, I recommend using bicubic quality rather than bilinear because bicubic looks a lot better. There we go. You don't want it being too big. You want it being just about the right size, and I think that looks about right. All right. So, hang on. I'm going to drag this over to another window real quick, and I'm going to use another monitor, and I'm going to drag this and drop them in here. You can do that with paint.net. That is not the right logo. Hang on, give me a sec here. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to shift click this. We're going to make these just like the other logo. We're going to modify these so we can use it on the jersey. Let's check something here. You want to make sure the colors are right, by the way. I forgot to recolor the logo. You want to do it. I'm going to try to do it with this, though. Okay, so you're going to shift select all of this red here. Get the right shade of red. Shift select that. Get a shade of sand here. Backspace, once again. And then we'll get the proper shade of black here as well. I'm going to take that. Backspace. There we go. Also, we're going to add that white outline here. I have an outline tool prepped and ready. So hang on. Canvas size. Let's do 150%. I usually do like about that big. Just to get that one, get that out of the way. Get a shade of white selected here because it has a white outline on the jersey. Object, outline object. This is a tool, by the way, you can download if you want to use it. It's Outline Object by Pyrochild. It's available online. When I get just about the right thickness, that looks about right. Then we'll just do this here for further reference. We're going to crop it down. I'm going to save that, just so we can, in case we fuck up or have like power go out, you can have it later to reuse it. You don't have to do that over again. Cut that, or copy it. Do what you want to do. Make another layer above the logos layer so we don't have any fuckery going on. Scale this down using the same shift select method I showed earlier. Get down to just about the right size. Again, we don't want it being too big. That looks about right. There we go. Alright, let's get this logo too out of the way. This is on the other shoulder. Hang on. Alright. I'm going to zoom out here. Do another shift select once again. Keep backspacing it. Also, I want to make sure this is the right shade of white too. You never know. Alright. Cut that. Make another layer. We'll merge these down to the logos layer when we're done. In case we want to modify this later for something else, another project we want to do. Also, when you're rotating the logos, it's good to know that when you hold down Shift, it enters a sort of rotational lock mode, just so you can get down to 15-degree angles. Each logo you want to have. There we go. That's a done jersey right there. That's the Tucson Roadrunners white jersey. So usually I keep my naming conventions like this. Tucson or alternatively just right after the team name, like Roadrunners. Or white. I want to say just put white for this one. Okay, so there we go. And if we want to do this right, there you go. This is PNG as well, is when you upload the Roblox and model it and get the image IDs. You want it in that type of file. Okay, so let's do this for the pants as well. If I recall correctly, they do not have a pants stripe because they use the pants of their parent club. That's correct. They do not. So, pants stripes, we want to get rid of those. And we want to get rid of this logo here. That's a filler logo that I put there as part of the display. If the team has a logo on the pants, you want to put the logo right there. You want to copy the logo and paste it there. That's what you do. And this generally probably what we want to do with Roblox uniforms anyway, that aren't just replicas of IRL jerseys. So we'll make the pants black, because that's what the pants are. Make the socks white. Go to the sock color layer and make that white. We're going to delete these stripes here. We're going to go back here. We're going to copy the stripes. Generally, if you do it like this, like these simple kind of jerseys that are fairly traditional, you don't have to do a whole lot with copying stripes over. It's not very complicated. You can just leave it like that. It's perfect. And just like that, you have the pants. You just put P at the end. Usually that's what I do. And you want to save that as a PNG as well. There we go. And I think that's my guide right there. It's not that hard to make striping at all. You just got to make sure you got to know what dimensions you want to make it. Make sure they're at either odd or even intervals depending on what you choose. And that's all I got to say. I mean, just have fun. Don't be afraid to try new things, and just use the template the best of your ability. This is meant to be for creative use, and I like seeing good creativity. That's what I admire. I mean, I read i6 all the time and UniWatch. Shout out to those guys, by the way. If you want to watch, if you're into uniform design at all, especially hockey uniform design, those are some good websites to read a lot. That's personally what I like. So I think that's done with my guide, though. I'm done rambling. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time I do a recording session, I guess. See ya.